O nosso curso bíblico tem o objetivo de trazer um conhecimento básico das Escrituras Sagradas para todo cristão. Nós vamos, durante este curso, falar sobre a autoridade da Bíblia, falar sobre o Senhor Jesus, vamos falar sobre batismo nas águas, batismo com o Espírito Santo, como orar, como jejuar. Olha, é um curso muito completo. Curso de conhecimento básico da Bíblia. Você está convidado a estudar junto comigo a palavra de Deus.
I'm going to stick a knight here. He takes it off. He takes the bishop. So he took it off this bishop. And he's threatening this pawn. I don't think he took this right away. I guess he played here first. Now he took the bishop.
Bobby Fischer is one of the greatest, perhaps the greatest chess player in the world.
And now he took the rook.
Bobby Fischer, United States, world title contender.
Now Black surprised him with this move.
Bobby Fischer is an isolated man.
Bobby Fischer's a strange man.
People think that there's something wrong with the man.
And then the king moves. Takes the queen.
The great Bobby Fischer is here tonight.
Like a child, not a champion.
His social life is a vacuum.
The most arrogant man you're ever likely to meet.
He takes back, it gets checked.
Looking for Bobby Fischer.
Whatever happened to Bobby Fischer? Reclusive.
Threatening this pawn, and it's a dead lost game.
Bobby Fischer is searching for asylum.
It's really Fischer against the world.
And here, White resigned.
Bobby Fischer interview. Right. Try not to tense up. And Bobby, you've given virtually your entire life to the world of chess. What about Bobby Fischer, the man? What's he like?
I don't know. It's pretty chess and me. It's hard to take them apart. Just like my alter ego. I don't need to.
But there are times when you get away from that chessboard. What do you do?
I don't do too much at the most. I'm really, tied up in chess. I intend to expand, but first I gotta get the title. It's basically.
Bobby, what does it take to make a good chess player?
Talent, skill, patience. You have to study a lot.
What would your ultimate aim be?
Well, I'd like to be a world champion and keep it for maybe 20 years or so.
20 years.
Fischer is to chess what Muhammad Ali is to boxing.
Will Fischer beat the Russian?
Yes, Fischer will beat the Russian.
You honestly think that you probably are the world's greatest chess player?
Right.
Yeah.
In the 18-month period, in the run-up to his challenge to Boris Spassky, Fischer had beaten and in some cases destroyed some of the best Soviet players.
Fischer was wiping away his opposition like flies. He went on a 20-game winning streak, which was unheard of in championship chess.
Bobby Fischer was exciting not only the chess world, but the world.
There's trouble in Northern Ireland. Henry Kissinger is shuttling to and from Vietnam. And against that competition, the chess dominates.
In Moscow today, the Soviet Chess Federation called an angry news conference to denounce Bobby Fischer.
General Motors recalls 500,000 Chevrolet Vegas, and Bobby Fischer, true to his recent erratic behavior,
finished off Tigran Petrosyan of the Soviet Union, a former world champion. It was the best news story of the day. The victory gave Fischer the right to play the world's champion, Boris Spassky, another Russian, next spring.
We all had hopes We all wanted him to be world chess champion.
The one person he was yet to beat was Boris Spassky.
You've said it's your title the Russians are holding. You don't like the Russians.
The Russians have cheated at chess. They've tried every way to avoid me, to avoid giving me a chance for a match. And they've slandered my name. And, they're dead afraid of me. They have been for years. That's the true story.
And now you're going to get them?
Well, now I'm going to try to get them,
The Soviets had been winning these tournaments, and I thought it would be good for America, for democracy, to have an American winner.
The stakes really couldn't be much higher politically, popularly in people's minds. You know, these were two enemies who were not fighting a real war, but were trying to outdo one another strategically all the time.
We will not tolerate being pushed around.
We have a design and the material assets to deal with the Soviet Union.
Как никогда прочны международные позиции Советского Союза.
And this little thing with me and Spassky, instead of, with bombs, having it out over the board.
One of the superpowers, the Soviet Union, had made chess its national sport. They had spent unlimited amount of money. They had hundreds of grandmasters. They won every tournament, every chess Olympiad.
Я кричал: вы что там, обалдели? Что же вы уронили шахматный престиж?
For communist regime, keeping the crown was very important ideologically. This communist state took over chess to use it as proof of intellectual superiority over decadent West. Everybody knew that the crown has to remain in the Soviet Union.
Вы мускулы стальные, пальцы цепкие мои, эх, резные расписные, деревянные ладьи.
In the Soviet Union, everybody of talent was cultivated, was given financial help, coaching. All the top players were privileged people. In the United States, we didn't have any of that. Every single one of us was on his own.
And here came this lone American combating the might of the Soviet chess machine. National prestige was at stake.
Fischer recognized that he was representing not only him, but the entire free world.